Welcome, friends. I hope you're ready to fight.
Kicking it off here with a tail in my face.
Love it. Let me just... Where's she at? How goes it, Bessie?
Just great. Let me say, I think, we have talked about the idea of like things that you would do, like break into somebody's house and do things that would mildly inconvenience them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm convinced somebody is sneaking into my home and changing all of my clocks just slightly, but in different directions. Because they all have slightly different times on them now, and it's freaking me out.
Interesting.
Like, I have, I have a problem with time. So
yes, very much so.
I have 3 clocks in my bedroom so that I can see them from all angles. Okay. And I was just in there and I looked at the one clock and it said it was 5 till. And I was like, oh, I got a couple minutes. I better get in there, And then I come in here and sit and look at my computer and it's 7. I'm like, wait, what? Looked back at my room. There was one that said 7:01. And I'm like, what's happening?
Okay.
I set them all at the same time. To the same time. So I that's the only answer. It's downstairs too. The clock like in my living room is different from the clocks in the kitchen and I don't know what's happening. Time is meaningless.
Time is meaningless.
Yeah.
Well, that's
so happy about
an annoying little predicament to be in. I hope whoever is vandalizing your living space stops soon.
Yeah, it's not cool. I'm bad enough with time. I don't need clocks telling me different things and confusing me.
Yeah, I feel that. I went on a little adventure today. I got a new tattoo.
Yay!
It's my doggy's nose print.
At quick glance, it kind of looks like half a set of brass knuckles.
That too. But now I have a permanent boop from my sweet ancient angel.
And didn't you say that spot has a special significance?
Yes, because every time, whenever you would like sit at the table or whatever, and it would like form that little triangle where your arm is, she would like stick her nose in or like constantly nudge your elbow to remind you that she was in fact there and would happily take any scraps. Yep. In fact, one of the last pictures I took of her when I was dog sitting is her staring up at me through the hole where my arm is. Just like, I know there's chicken in that wrap. So,
yeah,
that's why I went with that spot. But went well. Nice. Honestly, it was a little odd. I found that getting a neck behind my ear, that hurt less.
Yeah.
Which I guess does make sense. Your nerves are probably more densely clustered around one of the major joints in your body as opposed to just behind your ear. But
yeah, wait till you get an ankle tattoo.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Not in like a
worse.
not in like a bitching out type of way
Yeah, just
necessarily.
normal one. Yeah.
I don't think I would put anything there. I think my next in like a year tattoo is probably gonna be the Twin Peaks one, like here, taking up a decent amount of real estate. But we will figure that out when the time comes.
Yeah.
What
You
else?
know, if I got the sort of equivalent tattoo of Luna someday, it would just be her chin mark right here. Because as I'm trying to eat, she's just trying to strain her head over my arm, and I'm just like, that would be the cat equivalent.
Yep. But yeah, it went well. Freaking in and out. Same artist that I went to last time. She did a fantastic job. And I got my ghost cross touched up while I was there.
Oh, nice.
Cause I guess I didn't even notice it because it's on the back of my own head. She's like, oh yeah, like one of the like lines on the bottom, it's not as like dark as I want it to be, I guess. And she explained it afterwards because that area starts bleeding really fast, and it can see if you've like packed enough of the ink in there when it does that. So well, that's extra crispy and dark.
Yeah, I've thought about going back to see her because there's one line on the one she did on my ankle that doesn't quite like connect fully. But I just, it's far away from me. So I haven't.
This is true, but I'm sure we'll invent some excuse.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't gotten a tattoo in a whole year.
As we so often do. Ooh, fun. My headphones are yelling at me, even though I charged them very recently. So I am gonna play chicken and see if they last to the end of this episode.
Extra excitement.
Stay tuned.
Everyone's in suspense.
Indeed. Do I have anything else? I've just been loving this weather today, bestie. It's brisk and cool and breezy. Mwah. Love it. Absolutely love it. Fantastic. I wore long pajama pants to bed last night, and I was so fucking cozy. Amazing.
Yeah, I have, I feel this way too full. Transition to fall mode.
Yes.
I got s'mores chai. Yeah.
Ooh. From
David's Tea.
Nice.
Yeah. And I actually just got this mug today. It is my first and only crochet themed mug.
I love that for you. This is not on the list for today, but I want us to try and brainstorm right now because apparently we've been making Nick's life hell with our inability to sync up our audio.
We're supposed to do that before we start.
No, but here's the thing. When we've tried to do it beforehand, I'll do the like 1, 2, 3 clap thing, and then there's a delay because it's a video chat. So I want us to just try and brainstorm any possible ways in the future that we could work around this because I am coming up with nothing.
Yeah, how could you? I mean, there's always going to be a delay if we're in a different space. I don't know how you work around that.
I wonder if there's a website for that, like, atomic clock that's, like, the most accurate one in the world. Where it just shows you the most accurate time.
That's why the clock in my bathroom is correct, is because it's connected to the atomic clock. What are you doing? What? What?
Sorry, I just got a notification from Liza Minnelli outlives, and I thought it was going to be relevant, but not really.
Who died?
Nobody died.
Oh, okay.
People are just now speculating that Chapel Roan... Let me just read this. Liza Minnelli has outlived Chapel Roan's once promising superstardom. Despite critical acclaim, her abrasive remarks and red carpet antics has the industry questioning her staying power. What the fuck are you talking about?
What did she say?
That we should be asking for more of our politicians than just like who's the least shitty that we can deal with.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And also, she just
I
doesn't
was gonna
let
sneeze.
people mean to her on red carpets or whatever.
So she's an assertive woman, which
Yeah,
is
exactly.
code for being. Oh wait, no, it's backwards.
Yeah, she's
Bitch.
a bitch.
Yeah.
Which
I was like, wait, I don't know which is code for which.
Yeah. So that's some BS. Bad take from the Liza Minnelli Outlives account.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know who runs it. Do you know who runs it? Some rando.
Yeah, I have no idea who.
Okay.
Anyway, what is your stupid room thing, bestie?
I was
I
curious
did not
how you were going to
expect to
react
see
to that.
anything on the calendar when I went to go fill it out today. And I saw that and I was like,
Yeah.
I sure didn't write that down unless I came up with something a very, very long time ago for this specific date and then forgot about it. But I'm pretty sure that is not the case.
But I specifically put my name on it. So you didn't get confused. Yeah.
Explain.
I found that easier than putting it in the document for some reason. I was like, you know what? I'm planning to bring this up Wednesday, so I'll just put it in the calendar event. And it'll be fine. It's sort of a debate. It comes from a conversation that I had with my parents on Sunday.
Okay.
So when you like,
were you in hell on Sunday?
Huh?
Were you in hell?
Hell?
Ohio.
Oh, no. On the phone.
Gotcha. Okay.
On the phone. I was like, wait, where did I go?
Anyway.
It seems rude. So, I just noticed Chris's comment. The person behind the Liza Minnelli Outlives account.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah. But anyhow, so I was talking to my mom on the phone, and so I guess the question is, like, when you fully officially move out of your parents' house, how long is your room still your room? And this is, there's two questions in this. I think there's the one of, like, do they maintain it, like, as your room that you get to come back to, which they always seem to do in the movies. But more of the question, regardless of whether they completely change the room or whatever it is, do they still call it your room?
Okay. So as far as the maintaining, that did not happen at all when I moved out.
Me either.
That was all done. Well, because I took my stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they were jazzed to have the space.
Mm-hmm, exactly. So maintaining, none of that. Do whatever you want as soon as I'm out. I don't have a problem with it. As far as, here's the thing, it's my sister's room now, technically. But we still just call it my old room. Like, it still just gets referred to, like, or maybe that's just because it's in conversation with me.
Yeah.
So there's, like, because at least for me.
But then to other people, yeah.
I don't know what they're saying to, like, I don't know if they're saying other things to other people.
They probably call it Claire's room.
Because when I hear Claire's room, I think of her room down the hall growing up.
Her old room. Yeah. Which
is now just like a guest. Well, actually, that's a guest room now. So they could technically say the guest room and Claire's room, but they don't, at least not to me. The other, like, her old room gets called the guest room, but my old room still just gets called your old room.
So Claire doesn't have a room.
Her fault for being born second.
Hey, I'm the youngest.
Not second, though.
That's true.
So at least to me, to my face, it frequently still gets referred to as my old room.
But probably when your parents talk to each other, they call it Claire's room.
Probably.
Right, because she actually currently inhabits it.
Yeah, she does live there.
Yeah. Well, the reason this came up is, so I fully officially moved out like everything I owned because I still had a room there through college and stuff to go back to.
Yeah.
But it has been, hold on, let me do this math, like 16 years since I fully moved everything I own out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So keep that in context. I mean, for you, it's only been a few years. For me, it's been 16.
Okay.
And as soon as I moved out, my parents converted it into a guest room, queen bed, all that stuff, and that's where I sleep when I visit.
Mm-hmm.
And so my mom, she has different ways of referring to it as like the spare room or the guest room, or sometimes Loki's room because he loves sleeping on the bed in there, their cat.
Aww.
But my stepdad insists on calling it Sarah's room, and has ever since. It drives my mom crazy, and I was like, let's be clear here. It is my room. It has always been my room since the day we moved into that house in the 90s, and it will forever be my room. We moved there
honestly,
like 1991.
I'm on your side there. I would be salty hearing my room referred to as Claire's room or whatever. Because no, the fuck it isn't.
Not even that. It's the guest room or the spare room, and it's like, no, it's not.
No.
I told her that I'm going to put a sign on the door next time I'm there, just Sarah's room.
You should do that. That would be great.
Yeah, I'm fully intending, as long as I actually remember, because I don't feed till Thanksgiving, so we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I think once your room, always your room, particularly if it just becomes something generic like an office or a guest room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is my room. I don't care what they say.
I'm going to say hard agree.
Now, I should say that the same doesn't go for my brother's rooms. No,
that's different. That is different.
Like, my brothers used to, like when we were much younger, share the bedroom next to mine. They had bunk beds. Mm-hmm. But that's been the home office for, I forget how long now at this point. They call it the computer room,
That's what I still call the office at my parents' house, because that's what it was growing up.
Yep. And actually, when I was really young, before my parents got divorced, my dad had built a room in the basement for Doug, because there was such an age gap between my brothers, and Doug needed his own space. And so it was Doug's room, and then eventually Justin's room when Doug moved out. And now it's just the room in the basement. So they don't even get Wow. But then again, they each had that room. Right. So we can't say one or the other. And they shared the one upstairs. So yeah. But no, I am. It makes me so happy that my stepdad calls it Sarah's room still.
That's delightful.
It has been 16 years, my dude. I appreciate you.
Never let it die.
Right? 20. Yeah. 2008 was when I moved out.
Do not ask me to do even simple mental math. I will embarrass myself.
Well, I remember specifically because I started grad school in 2008. Mm-hmm. And so that was when I, 2008 to 13.
Okay. So one of the things I have for us to discuss tonight is entirely speculative. Why are orange cats so extra stupid? Why do we think that could be the case?
Maybe it's socialization.
We expect them to be stupid, so they are.
Yeah. So we treat them accordingly. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
It is possible. However, some of the things I've seen, just videos of orange cats behaving orangely, I don't.
But see,
I don't know if you could socialize that.
It's not exclusive to orange cats, though. Like, just the way my parents' neighborhood is, like, they regularly have litters of stray cats just like appear on their porch one day. And because nobody gets their cats fixed there. I don't know why.
Get your pets fixed. God damn it.
I don't understand it. I'm not going to go into a whole thing. But they don't get them fixed, and they let them roam outside, and then they have litters of kittens. And so point being, I grew up with a lot of kittens around just regularly, and we'd have to like take care of them and find them homes. And so I've seen a lot of cats in my life. Some orange, most not. And let me tell you, the dumbest kittens that I have ever encountered are voids.
Could they just be burnt orange cats?
I think we could say that about all black cats, to be honest. I have never met a black cat that wasn't a complete dope, mine included.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've seen your cat the few times that she lets me.
Yeah. She's, of course, scared of everything, but
sweet.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I think we expect them to be, and we look for the dumb. But, you know, like, Luna's also an idiot, and she's a Torby.
This is true. I mean, again, he's dumb as rocks. But I feel like they can't all be like that.
All cats, you mean?
Yeah.
No, they're, like, you remember my fluffy cat. She was, torty and white.
Mm-hmm.
So she wasn't orange. She had orange bits on her. But but she was very intelligent and very, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, sort of prim and proper, I guess, in some sort of way. You know, very graceful and
ladylike.
You know, yeah, had her shit together as a cat, basically. I mean, yeah, she would get ridiculous when she would play and stuff, but generally she was just very, like, stately. That makes sense. So, no, I don't think all cats are stupid, because I wouldn't have classified her as stupid. Silly, but not stupid. But I would say most of them are stupid.
It does seem to be overwhelmingly that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've known very few cats in my life.
Right now.
I've known very few cats that I would not classify as stupid. Like, I could maybe count them on one hand.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I even know any. I haven't seen my cousin's cat being particularly stupid, but I don't know if that really means anything.
I was trying to think of other cats that I would say are not stupid. And the second cat that popped to mind after my fluffy cat is an orange boy.
Whack.
My brother's cat, Norman. Norm is gigantic. He is on special diet food. He weighs like 20-something pounds.
My God.
He screams like he is a woman being murdered. Like, that's how he meows. Like,
incredible.
Yeah, he gets very pissy. But, you know, he's grown up in a house with a bunch of little girls, and he's gotten picked on, so I don't blame him one bit. And he does like to, like, lay on people, but I wouldn't call him stupid.
Fascinating.
I never really thought about it before.
I feel like he has a weirdly squeaky, delicate meow. Just for the way that he looks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know why. I've tended to notice, like, female cats tend to have actually lower meows, like just the ones I've known. Like, both of my cats don't have particularly high meows. My parents have both male cats, and they're just, like, really high, especially Milo, and he's, like, 18 pounds.
Yeah. He's a squeaky little demon.
Mm-hmm. He does like
maybe it is just that I look for the orange cat stupidity, and I've like seen so many compilations of orange cats doing stupid shit.
And I've seen many that are the same thing, but black cats. And I think you've even sent me a couple, maybe.
It is very possible. All right, so moving right along, I want to circle back to that Facebook post that we talked about at one point. Where it was like, were people in the post itself was like, oh, who's a conventionally unattractive person that you think is really attractive? And people in the comments were like just giving the weakest answers imaginable.
You trying to get me angry again?
Yes.
Don't you remember the last one I looked at that made me want to throw my phone?
Yeah, it was Matt Smith.
Oh, no, it wasn't. Not the last one. I mean, that was one of them. David Bowie.
Oh yeah, people are stupid. But yeah, I want to see what we can come up with that isn't fucking weak sauce.
Oh, we're trying to think of more conventionally unattractive people that are attractive? Is that the...
Yes.
Ah, okay. Just checking.
And also, I don't know if I can access this quickly enough, but I can also just roast people's takes. Because again, David Bowie, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't... He was like a sex symbol. Like, who? What? Just... See, I'm getting upset again.
You would be. Again, is because he had what? Because he had kind of crooked teeth when he was younger?
He's British.
As if the everything else about him was... Yes, but also as if the everything else about him wasn't still happening despite the slightly crooked teeth.
Yeah. You know, I think the reason why it's difficult to think of people that would like fit into this is because generally
you find them attractive.
No, because generally people who are unattractive don't get famous, right? You got to be hot to be like an actor for the most part, right? Hot musicians are more likely to get famous.
Here's the thing, though. I gotta say, I want to go back to an era where musicians looked like fucking gremlins.
Yeah, that was before the internet and before they were on TV so often.
Yo, baby.
And it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Yeah, video killed the radio star is a thing for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Again, such weak sauce answers. That guy from fucking Buffy doesn't really do it. Doesn't really do it for me, but that's just a dude.
But which guy?
Glasses Man.
Glasses Man? Oh, I can't think of his real name. The guy that plays Giles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conventionally unattractive. Jesus.
Yeah, I saw him on that thread. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Anthony Head.
Oh, yeah. Okay, see, someone said Steve Buscemi. That is somebody who is truly answering the question.
Yes. Yes. That, I mean, but he's also well known for being conventionally unattractive. Like his eyes, primarily.
And sometimes it do just be like that, you know?
I was trying to hurriedly finish my tea because it was getting cold. And man, I apparently shouldn't do that. I spilled it on myself a little bit. It's fine. Good thing I don't put sugar in my tea. It would be sticky. What?
I thought I was being attacked.
No, I'm saying I'm glad because if I had like honey or something in there, it would be all sticky.
I know. I don't know why my brain immediately went like you idiot.
Defense.
Like tacked that
Defensive much?
I know. Like tacked that onto the sentence for me.
I was celebrating my choices.
Rami Malek?
Yeah, add a bonus.
No.
I mean, in a way, he has something about like is it like his mouth or jaw? I'd have to...
I mean, he's a little unconventional looking. I will definitely give him that. But I wouldn't...
Yes.
I wouldn't point at him and immediately be like, unattractive guy.
No. Well, I mean, I guess that begs the question of how unattractive does somebody need to be to qualify?
See? Someone else just said Willem Dafoe. Correct.
Really? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Currently, yes. I have, however, seen pictures of him in a play when he was like 20-something, and he kind of had it going on.
I don't know if I've seen younger pictures of him. Particularly if he opens his mouth. His voice, for some reason, just gives me, like, old smoker vibes in a way that is unattractive to me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's the problem. They always pick attractive people, unless the goal is to find somebody who is specifically unattractive for a particular role. Oh, what about, like, what's his name? Andy Serkis.
Oh, hold on. I know.
Not necessarily saying I find him attractive. I'm just saying I think that's somebody who might be considered conventionally unattractive.
Yeah, I do get that.
I was thinking it was like somebody who's specifically cast to be unattractive, and he did the mocap for like Gollum.
Mm.
It's like not really him per se, but that's what made me think of it.
Yeah, see, that's like if someone put that in their answer, like if that was someone's answer, again, that is not weak sauce.
Yeah.
Like, and also, again, all of my, or like a large percentage of my answers are not real here, but like, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Papa Emeritus the First, smash. I don't care.
Yeah. Sure. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say at this point to something like that.
That's fine. You don't have to know what to say. I mean, like, but that's the level I'm talking about.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing. Like, to get to that level that most people would consider that unattractive, you're typically picking people that aren't real or that are wearing a lot of makeup to look unattractive, you know?
Yeah.
Because we only cast attractive people. Because Tobias Wolff himself is an attractive man.
Whoopst?
What? What did I say?
Tobias Wolff?
What did I say? That's enough. That's a writer. Tobias Forge. My head.
Oh, and there go my headphones.
I am so tired.
Oh, wait. Did that mean I just... Hold on. Keep talking. I think it just means that it killed
It was just warning you?
Noise cancellation.
Did you just hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
okay, so my noise cancellation is just off, which is fine. I can live with that.
You should have turned it off sooner and make them last longer.
I didn't know that's what it was going to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, because I've had them run out of battery before when I was just using it for Bluetooth. I've never had them do that when I have them in cord mode.
Yeah.
I didn't know it would still work, but...
Oh, okay.
Cool. So I guess I wasn't playing chicken to the extent that I thought I was. But no, backing up ever so slightly, yeah, Tobias Forge is extremely attractive. Love that man. Yeah. He's beautiful.
That's what I'm saying. So to make him unattractive enough to like fit into this, you have to have makeup and mask and all that stuff. Because it's still fitting into that category. He got famous and he's also attractive. Because that's like all.
But here's the thing. He wasn't revealed as the person underneath the mask for quite some time after Ghost was successful.
Yeah, but I'm saying it still is still fitting into that problem.
I mean, yes. I'm sure it does help. Or like it helps now.
Yes. Most celebrities are conventionally attractive, I guess is the overall
problem. The issue. But
yeah.
Again, I think especially like when you look back at like musicians in particular, like, yeah, you have your sort of, you know, sex gods of classic rock, like your, you know, the people that everyone put posters up, like your fucking Peter Framptons. My mom had a massive crush on that man. Or like, who's the fucker from The Doors, Jim Morrison?
Mm-hmm.
He was very, I mean, ignore the fact that he had a 14-year-old locked in the closet. He just, he physically looks good.
Yeah.
So,
but you also have groups like Kiss. They wouldn't have gotten famous if they didn't wear makeup.
Probably not. But also, I'm sure that they were drowning in pussy.
Oh, no doubt.
So, like, it can be done.
And, you know, I think that's because women in general care more about, like, a person's, like, personality and talent than they do looks.
It's how you carry yourself. It really is.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean, not to stereotype and really simplify things, but
like Dio, really kind of not that attractive, kind of odd looking. I'm sure he had people lining up.
Yeah.
Because he was that big of a deal and that talented.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we sort of had this discussion after the Gogo Bordello show.
A little bit. Although, here's the thing, especially in Everything is Illuminated, I think if you are just looking at Eugene Hoots, like, yeah, maybe he's like, you know, he's not like a fucking like underwear model, but I don't know if and maybe this is just, maybe my taste in men is so weird that like I have no idea what the just the average person actually finds attractive. But I wouldn't immediately look at him and be like, ew, especially in that.
Yeah, but remember what you said when
This
we
is
got back
true.
after the show.
This is true.
I believe you just said, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, about,
although
the
first time, I gotta say, the first time we ever brought him up, it was never an I don't get it at all. It was an I hadn't accepted the mustache yet.
Yeah, but I think the reason like this came to my mind is because you were talking about like how a person carries themselves. Mm-hmm. Like, and so actually seeing him perform, you know, tips the scales.
Yeah. And, you know, like, again, certainly not conventionally unattractive. Tim Curry is a little bit odd looking.
Yeah.
But holy shit. Also, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. I believe he comes up in that post.
Yeah, no, Freddie Mercury, oh, he could get it.
Yeah. The thing is the mouth, the teeth, the extra teeth.
Yeah, but no. He could totally get it. I had another thought and it just whoosh, gone.
There is a song by a Wilhelm Scream where there is a line that just says, I had a thought and I lost it. And so every time I have a thought and I forget what it is, I immediately just start singing that song. So it's almost perpetually in my head.
Fun.
So now I'm singing it.
Oh, come on, Bridget. You're better than this.
I'm just going to sit here and sing to myself.
Nope. It's gone. God damn it. But no, I just in general, I hate the cheapening of the phrase, hear me out.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you've ranted about that before.
People are weak
on this platform.
And they need to do better.
Yeah. You know, if it weren't for copyright, I would love to just take the little sound clip of that part of the song and then just hit a button to play it every time we lose a thought.
That would be very fun. But yeah, we would get copyright claimed.
Yeah.
A lot.
But I hear it in my head.
Understandable.
Every
time. Okay. Let's see.
What was on the calendar? I believe we had a...
Yes, we have. And let me pull this up real quick. Asshole of the week.
Sorry, I just got distracted by the group chat for a second.
Fun times all around.
I believe that's a Cool Runnings meme that Arthur just sent.
Love it. Okay, so
don't get many of those.
This one has already been judged. I take issue with the judgment here, though, and we'll get to that.
Okay.
So the post reads thusly: am I the asshole for not letting my boyfriend vape? Help me, Reddit. I don't want to be a controlling girlfriend at all, but my boyfriend has struggled on and off with vaping. He knows it's an addiction and that it's not good for him, but recently he got his own vape and it made me upset. He had used his friend's vapes before, and we have had a couple conversations about it and how it worries me and how I don't like him doing it because I care about his health and it's not attractive to me. I've been okay with him vaping and stuff because he hasn't had constant access to one, but today he got a vape from his friend, and I feel like my opinion is not valued. I've expressed how I felt, and I thought we had an understanding. I love him, and he's an adult and can make his own choices, but I know that if he told me that he didn't like me doing something, whether it be vaping, parentheses, I don't vape, or drinking because he's worried about me, I would stop in a heartbeat. I'm upset, and I feel like if he really loved me and valued my opinion, he would not have purchased this vape from his friend. Should I just be okay with this, or should I stick with my opinion? Honestly, I kind of can't blame her. Yeah, that shit's not hot.
I think she kind of is the asshole.
I don't. Here's the thing. Maybe she is kind of the asshole, but also, like, if that's a hard, like, I don't know. I don't necessarily know if it's being controlling to be like, hey, I don't fuck with this. Like, do what you will with that information.
If he doesn't, like, I mean, it doesn't really specify this, but as long as he's not, like, doing it around her, you know, so that it is actually directly affecting her, she's already made her opinion known. Like, he knows she doesn't like it.
And maybe this is me assuming some things because I have just, like, those fucking things are so addictive.
Yeah.
Like, I have seen, like, I remember I was in line for Sleep Token, and I saw somebody who was just ripping this thing, like, every 2 seconds. And I've seen so many people like that. So, like, knowing the fact that he's doing it at all, I get the feeling he probably isn't being, like, you know, taking care to only do it outside the house or whatever.
I mean, if he was only doing it, like, occasionally with friends, I don't imagine he would immediately go to using it nonstop, you know, around the house.
I suppose.
I mean, we don't have that detail, but you shouldn't try to change somebody.
Yeah.
As long as you can make your opinion known, you can say, I personally don't find this attractive. I am concerned for your health. I prefer that you not do it. And as long as they know that, they've acknowledged it, you know, it's not affecting you as an individual. It's only affecting that person.
Yeah.
And, you know, trying to change somebody that you supposedly love, even when they already know your feelings and they have chosen not to change, that's kind of asshole behavior. You either decide that you can live with this thing that they do and enjoy as an adult, or you can decide to move on.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of where I'm coming at it from, in the, like, saying, like, hey, like, this is, like, a hard line for me. You're not the asshole for just saying that. And then letting the other
no, but it sounds like she's trying to, like, this is not a one-time I made my opinion known thing, but a regular, I keep bringing this up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's she wants him to change is essentially the problem, and it's like, no, either you change or you get out of the situation. That's yeah, and she brings up, like, you know, if he told me that there was something he didn't want me doing because he was worried about me, I would stop in a heartbeat. It's like, okay, that's you. I personally wouldn't change myself just because a guy told me to.
Okay, I like the top voted comment here. You're the asshole, but only for the way you're viewing this. A boundary is okay. Quote, I can't date someone who vapes more than socially, but, quote, I don't think you love me or you wouldn't vape isn't okay. Have a think on your boundaries and what you need in a relationship. Once you're sure of them, write them down. Phrase boundaries as, I will not stay with someone who does this or acts this way, or I can't accept this behavior in a relationship. And OP seems to have responded to that comment, so they have seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose this is pretty controlling.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm upset and feel like if he really loved me and valued my opinion, he would not have purchased this vape. So he doesn't love you because he bought something that affects him. Like, that definitely seems like controlling behavior. Telling somebody, oh, you must not love me because you did this thing.
Yeah, that's shitty.
Because that's, like, emotional manipulation. I'm just seeing if there was anything else in here. Yeah. I had a couple conversations about it before he bought one. yeah, I think this person, you know, you can't change other people. You can only decide how you respond to it.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't seem to be accepting that.
Yeah, I would say I agree.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else to say on this?
No.
All right. In that case, I think it's time for the weekly worsening. Let us begin the reflection on how we have become worse this week.
Mm-hmm.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
Listen, Q-Ball, you're only making it worse.
Thanks, that even makes it worse.
It's worse than you know.
It usually is.
I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's the worst goodbye I've ever heard. And you stole it from a movie.
How marvelous.
Big sad. How do we think we're worse this week, Bestie?
Only in the sense that I'm worse every week.
Oh, I think I forgot the little banner for Asshole of the Week, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It happens.
That is true.
So there you go. That's one of the ways I'm worse. Forgetting things.
What an asshole for forgetting an Asshole of the Week. Oh, really?
Oh, cool. Even better.
Didn't even notice.
2 functional adults right here.
Yes. I am a grown-up. Legally. I'll be even more grown-up in just over a week. That's how birthdays work.
Yes, it is. What do you want for your birthday?
To not be turning 39.
Okay, well, I can't do anything about that. So how about like a physical item that I can get you as a present?
Oh, man. I was never going to name a physical item. You know, it's always going to be stuff that's impossible.
God damn it.
I won my youth. No, I'm kidding.
Anyway.
I'm still young.
I mean, yeah. Your life doesn't end at like 35.
In my heart, I am but a child.
Yeah, my outward appearance is confusing, but I am but a child. Listen, I am going to be a teenage girl until I am about 50.
Yeah, I like to think about that sometimes. It's like, so I am 38 years old. I have a PhD. I'm a college professor, but I am a child.
Yeah, I will be a teenage girl. I am just a 26-year-old teenage girl. I will be until I turn 50, in which case I will finally make it to 27.
Yes. Yeah, I'm waiting.
My TED Talk.
Yeah, it's always funny to think about, like, when you were a kid and you thought people, like, who were 16 were so grown up. You thought adults had their shit together.
Nope. It's a lie.
Incredible. Even in my 20s, I was like, by the time I get, like, to 40, I'm just gonna, like, be a real adult.
Lock. No. It's a
Buying
lie.
freaking Funko Pops all the time and playing Animal Crossing. And
is that one of the ways you're worse?
Yeah.
How's that island coming along?
It's progressing. I almost got my final home loan paid off, so that's pretty exciting.
Holy shit!
I know, right?
Wow. God damn, girl.
Yeah, I put like 400,000 on it today.
Oh my god, wow. Color me impressed.
Yeah, it's a problem. It is a problem. I mean, I guess it depends on how you define a problem. Could I have used that time in a better way? Probably.
Listen. That's
not yes, my home is almost paid off in a video game. But I don't know a home in the real world.
Listen. En esta economía? No.
Well, exactly. The island economy is booming.
The island economy is perfect.
And I am queen of that island.
Hell yes.
I think that's one of the appealing things about a game like that is, like, real life is very difficult to control, right? And there's so many things outside of your control.
Here.
Yes, but everything on that island is under my purview. One day this will all belong to you. Are you going to add the next line?
What, the curtains?
One day this will all be yours. What, the curtains?
What, the curtains? Fucking love that movie. Anyway.
Oh, I forgot to send you the picture that I took. I finished the Loaf Cat Army.
Yo, I love it.
There's 24 new Loaf Cats since Mid-Hudson.
Amazing.
They're done. I officially put away the stuffing.
Available to good homes at Saratoga Comic-Con.
It's funny. I've had so many meetings, like when I've been working from home, and not a single person has commented on or maybe even noticed the Loaf Cats behind me until last Friday. I had a meeting with my department chair. I don't know why I'm not going to use names, but I'm not. But you know who I mean.
I know who you mean, and it's not like anyone else does.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Googleable. Anyway, but I had a meeting, and before he even said hi, he said, "What?"
I can hear that.
Stacked up behind you. It's like, they're Loaf Cats. They're what? So I had to get one and show him. And he had a lot of questions about how it was constructed and why I had them. And
oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, telling him, oh yeah, I have a podcast and we're part of a podcast network and I was selling them at a Comic-Con. And like just all this information. He's known me for like a decade. He knows none of this. I think he was a little overwhelmed.
Pretty standard, like, dad activity.
Yeah. No, it's funny. He's not. No, he is. I guess he technically is old enough to be my dad. How old am I? Yeah. He technically is. But yeah, he definitely has that dad energy.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I mean, he is a dad, so there's that, but.
Yeah. Listen up. You don't have to be a dad to have dad energy. No,
but he has practice, experience.
Yeah. Yes, that does help. All right. I feel like I led with this, but I feel like getting another tattoo has definitely made me worse.
Sure. You getting the bug?
A little bit. A little. Like, I definitely am not done decorating this flesh prison.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be strategic with my real estate.
Yeah, that's tricky. I think anybody who gets a lot of tattoos, it starts off being very intentional, and then eventually it just kind of...
Here's the thing. Am I probably going to wind up with one stupid tattoo before I die? Yes, absolutely.
Well, but like, I don't know why this is the example that always comes to mind. I think it was like a year and a half ago, Zach got a tattoo of tomatoes on his forearm.
Yeah.
And he and his best friend and her mom were all getting tomato tattoos, like in different spots, but they were all getting tomato tattoos. And I was like, why? Thinking there was a significance behind it. He's like, no, we just like tomatoes.
Sure.
It takes up like
sure, bro.
2/3 of his forearm. And he's like, I don't know, just like tomatoes. It's like, bud, you're running low on real estate.
Whatever, dude.
But that's always what I think about is it gets just kind of, I think you consider it less and less and has less and less significance.
That's my thing. And I also, I get so pissed when people are like, oh, what's it going to look like when you're older? It's like, I'm not spending my whole life keeping every square inch of my body as pristine as possible in the hope that I might look slightly less decrepit when I am, in fact, decrepit. Nah. We're partying now.
Yeah, that's what my mom always says.
Cram as many of your tattoos in to your hot years as possible. Get them now while you're still sexy. Fuck whatever happens when you're 70.
Yeah, by the time they're old enough to look bad, I don't think you're going to care about shit anymore.
No, not even a little bit. What about me is going to look all that great at 85?
No. Yeah, my mom says that all the time.
Oh my God. I
don't
hate that
understand
so much
why people get tattoos.
The ruin your body thing or whatever.
Yeah.
No.
They'll look so bad when you get older.
What about me is going to look great when I'm old? Again, You are not ruining your body. It's pisses me off, man.
Also, all of mine are on either an ankle or a wrist, which isn't going to get like wrinkly, really. So,
yeah,
my current ones are safe.
Even though like mine's like close to like there's a decent amount of flesh happening here, but like, who fucking cares, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get all your tattoos while you're young and hot and can enjoy them, and show them off. And also, the longer you have it, the less the cost of having a tattoo goes down per day. So
I think this is very inappropriate. Your son is an exhibitionist.
Oh.
And you need to tell him that he should take his bath to the bathroom.
Are you licking your non-existent balls?
No, just his little noggin there. But still, that's not where baths are supposed to happen. That's my bedroom, sir.
Well, he barely understands how doors work.
What are you talking about? He's an expert in door frames.
He's an expert in door frames, but when you close them and there's something on the other side, very confusing.
Well, yeah, he has a very small brain.
He has an incredibly tiny brain. Bud,
yeah.
Come here. Hi. What's this?
Cats, man. Cats.
Okie dokie. Okay, bye-bye.
He's like, no, you want me here? I gotta leave.
Hey,
I'm a cat.
Don't scratch the carpet. Code. Stop it. You little shit.
I can hear it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, these carpets are ugly as hell, but it's the habit. That's the problem, not the fact that I don't like these carpets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what if I move
hopefully eventually you'll have better ones.
Yeah, what if I move somewhere where I do like the carpets?
Mm-hmm.
That would be ideal.
No.
Yeah, so I guess getting another tattoo, I'm worse in that way. And now that I have like a tattoo that I can see, I'm like, oh, like, because again, my brain is full of horrible worms that were like, yeah, you're gonna like this is a terrible idea. Like, you're gonna see it forever. And now I'm just like, oh, okay. Which has just made me so much more comfortable with the idea of getting more visible tattoos.
Yeah, it's just there now. It's like having a freckle or whatever.
Yeah,
it's just there.
Fine.
Same thing I thought when I got the one on my wrist. I was like, it's going to be right there. I'm going to see it constantly. I forget. I don't notice it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's just part of my skin.
So that's a way that I'm currently worse, and I'm definitely going to be worse. Because I already have ideas. I just need time and money.
Yes.
So there's that. I don't know if this makes me worse necessarily, but lately I've been getting into... You know what? Fair enough. One of the things I've taken
you heard that?
Of course I did. One of the things I've taken to doing lately is walking around my neighborhood in the evening / at night. And often I do this while looking like just as creepy as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I am wearing an outfit that involves like lots of spikes and things like that, I'll always make sure to fit in a walk that night. Or like when I had my sclera lenses in after we finished recording, I went out and walked around my neighborhood like that.
Sure.
So I'm asserting dominance is what I think I'm going to call it.
Okay.
Just existing in my neighborhood, looking scary, and hopefully
sure
that does something for me. I don't know what it would do, but
gotta try, I guess.
Can't hurt.
Gotta try things.
Oh, I sent you a meme about this. I have the hots for another fucking European musician. 2, actually.
Yes, you did. You did not mention who they are, I don't think.
Ollie Herman from... What the fuck is it? Reckless Love, and Via from His Infernal Majesty.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we're getting new Mozart. Did you guys fucking hear about that? New Mozart dropped.
Okay.
No, seriously, they found a new composition of his in a library in Germany that no one has ever heard before.
I figured it was something like that.
Whack.
Would we call them beats? I guess he does have some percussion. I say as though I know the work of Mozart very intimately.
No, I have no idea. But hey, new Mozart dropping. That's kind of exciting.
Yeah. We can only hope that we have such lasting power to not only be well known for that much of human history, but to continue influencing it by introducing more shit.
Yeah, honestly. Also, I think the fact that I am now listening to him as in the band is probably not good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's definitely some worsening energy there.
Okay. Yeah.
And also, I've taken to describing things I like as saying that XYZ fucks nasty.
Can't say I'm a big fan of that phrase.
That's fair. I don't even know if I am either, but now it is part of my vocabulary and it's not going away.
It just feels, I don't like it.
That is fair. That is
something
fair.
about the combination of sounds, and I don't know why. It reminds me a lot of like 90s R&B.
I'm gonna need you to explain.
I don't know. I feel like the word nasty came up a lot in 90s R&B, I think. I don't know why. I have no reference, like, here's a specific song or artist.
I certainly can't think of one. Fuck's nasty.
Chris, you were around in the 90s. Is what I'm saying, does it make any sense? I can see you just kind of going like,
Yeah, I really got nothing. I got nothing to add here.
Yeah, that's my only. I don't know. Just I don't know.
As a late 90s baby.
I forgot I was gonna bring for show and tell. So the reason I have this here mug is I have joined a crochet along.
I love it.
It doesn't start for 3 weeks, which is so annoying because the yarn came today, so I have to just look at it for 3 weeks because there's no pattern yet. Okay. But man, I probably spent more than I should have on this yarn. But I was going to show it because I forget how many there are, but they are the tiniest little mini skeins of yarn. It looks like somebody took a regular one and just shrunk it down. I mean, because technically mini skeins are a thing, but they don't typically make them into the same shape as they would a skein. They're like longer, but these are just like miniaturized, and there's so many of them.
Oh my god, I love
it.
And
I just can't with them. I'm like, how am I supposed to keep all of these straight? There's dozens and dozens of them. I forget how many.
Wow.
There's like 60 of them? I don't remember. Yeah, and it's going to be very colorful and very pretty, but I can't start it for 3 weeks, and now I'm very mad. But this mug came with the kit.
Oh, sick!
Yeah, so that's why it's crochet themed, because it's crochet along.
Oh my god, I love that for you. Well, that
I guess I crochet now.
Delightful. You had sure.
She says, having spent many, 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 many hours of her life crocheting.
That
was the thing I do now.
That was the reason for my confusion.
It's not even the first blanket I have a whole ass blanket that I crocheted that's like 5.5 feet long downstairs. I guess I crochet now.
Yeah.
It's weird. I still think of myself as a knitter who crochets as necessary, but maybe I have to think differently. I don't know.
Maybe. All right.
With all these crochet things behind me.
Little announcement for next week. There will be no Fighting with Friends episode. I will be at Twin Temple.
I was about to say, that's news to me that we're not doing next week, but I knew you were going to Twin Temple. They didn't connect in my head.
So we will still be streaming, just not going to be a regular episode that week. And
Oh my God. I have a free Wednesday night. What am I going to do with myself? I can do a Wednesday thing.
I'll just sit here typing snarky things to myself then. Well, you can do that in the stream on Thursday if you want.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So tomorrow, talking about Tokyo Godfathers to wrap up our anime movie month, which I loved this. This month has been nothing but bangers, in my humble opinion. So I'm very excited to talk about that. Coming up on Regrettable Reviews, we're going to be talking about Galaxy Quest because we have watched way too many depressing science fiction movies for Regrettable Reviews in the past couple of weeks.
And you've both seen it, right?
Yes.
So it'll just be kind of like a fun...
Yeah.
Let's talk about how much we love this.
Gonna be fun, gonna be chill. Don't miss that one. And then we will be starting our sort of compressed spooky season because we're only getting in 3, I believe. Mm-hmm. We're doing I know we're concluding with Return of the Living Dead. I think we went with I Saw the Devil and Suspiria.
Yeah, that was week 2. I remember Suspiria's week 2.
Yeah, okay. So
that's all I remember, though.
If anybody wants to watch along, yes, and Defenestration Hour and Saturday night for a new show. Ooh, exciting. Let me pop that up on the screen here.
Friday for Defenestration Hour is the day.
Friday for Defenestration Hour. And
what's
Saturday
the new show? No one tells me anything.
Show. This is news to me as well, but we are ride or die. So,
I mean, I usually at least read the group chat, even if I don't. It was like, I think, unless I missed it, at least I lurk. I'm primarily a lurker in the group chat because I'm not like on my phone constantly.
That's fair. We're all just chronically online.
Not me. I lost my phone a good chunk of yesterday, so.
Love that. Put this together on the side. No worries whatsoever.
Comic book themed.
Exciting. Yeah. So yeah, much to check out here on the network. So
yeah, it'll be fun.
Keep you entertained.
Is I can harass you all via chat for regrettable reviews and actually know the movie.
Amazing, incredible. The time has come.
Instead of just making fun of you guys for what you say about a movie I've never seen.
I mean, any interaction is appreciated, no matter the amount of actual background information you have. All right, so I think, unless you have anything that I forgot or anything in general,
no, then I
think that's going to bring us to a close for tonight. As always, thank you for fighting with us, friends. We appreciate each and every single one of you. And we will be back not next week, but the week after for some more fun and stream tomorrow. So
9th.
We're not leaving for all that long.
That'll be October 9th. That's wild.
Isn't that fucking exciting? Wow. Yeah, but we will see y'all then. Adios. This week's episode of the Fighting with Friends podcast was hosted by Bridget Kelly and Dr. Sarah Brookes. You can find other episodes of the podcast on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, or your other favorite listening platform. Catch us live on Twitch every Wednesday and Thursday, and for ad-free live broadcasts of the show, you can subscribe to our Twitch channels or consider donating to our Patreon for ad-free access to our entire library of past episodes and streams, as well as fun bonus content. Fighting with Friends is a member of the Big Dumb Monsters podcast network. Check out the links in the description for more episodes from us and from all of the shows on the network. Thanks for listening!